Welcome everyone to HueFin, also known as HueFin News. Today is Today is July the 3rd, 2021. Take a look at my chart. We're going to give you all an update. Price prediction in the market for SoFi. Yes, the market has been trending lower since the last time we did our video. So we wanted to come in and tell you all we're expecting the market to go now, because we've definitely seen an increase in volume in SoFi over the last week. We need to talk about that. What's been going on in that volume? Have we seen more people buy up this stock, or were they really selling? We got you. You want to join our team? Do that. The doors are open. Hit the like button, share the video, and also subscribe here to the channel. We also recommend that you tap that bell notification as well, because we're not going to pull your leg, right? We're going to be real with you. We're real with everyone in our team, in our community, and that's what we want people to participate. If you're real, and if you want to know the real, then you need to join us. But if you want to be tickled, if you want to hear sounding words that everything's going to go to the moon and that everything is going to moonshot, everything is always a buy, then yeah, we're not for you, because we play both sides of the market. We play the buy side and we also play the sell side. Like, you can make money in any direction. I don't understand why people just pump and push stocks always a buy, because you can clearly tell that in SoFi, for instance, this market hasn't been a buy since June the 2nd, right? So if there's any YouTube videos out there, there's any articles scrolling around the internet that's telling us to come through and buy SoFi after June the 2nd, they've been wrong. SoFi has been a sell since then, right? So now, let's talk about SoFi. June the 30th was the last time we did our price prediction, and you can tell that when we did our price prediction in SoFi, the price was around $18.86. That is where the last trade was. We opened on that same day all the way around $20.50, topped out at our restriction area. Again, I'm telling you all that you can do the same thing. We didn't expect the price in SoFi to go higher than $21. Go back and look at the video. It's out there. And that's precisely where the market saw selling, and we've been going down ever since then. This is not by coincidence. The trap always drops us hints on the price chart, and everyone is running around with these technical indicators that is just causing you more confusion. So if you didn't see the video, if you didn't act on this price prediction on June the 30th, you missed out. So we got to get in position on the next one. Let's see. Now, we've already identified this area right here in SoFi as support. So when I transition over into these time frames, okay, we need to pay attention to see what is the probability of this price breaking below this line that I got drawn on the chart. We got to pay attention to that, because if we see weakness in the long term, that increases the probability of SoFi breaking this trend. It does. And if it happens, where do you think the next support area would be? $17? What about $16.30? Let's see. So first thing, let's check out SoFi on a two-day time frame. Okay. So now look at all this volume, right? One thing I tell everyone in our team is that pay attention to the volume. Volume tells you how active these institutions were in their trading. Somebody came through SoFi on these 2 days, June the 29th, as well as on June the 28th. What did they do? What has price done since those 2 days? It hasn't went higher. The price has been going lower in SoFi. What in the world is going on then? If SoFi is a buy, then why would these big institutions be selling? Okay, don't get it twisted. Retail establishment, only retail traders cannot conduct this much volume, right? It takes big institutions who has massive amounts of these stocks, of these shares at their disposal to create this much volume, right? And when they're not participating, this is the type of volume you get, like back in April. You guys can see the volume is literally dry compared to the last 2 or 3 2-day price bars. Okay. So now when you look at the volume in combination with where price has been, it looked like the market is weak. So we could kind of already think in our minds that majority of these institutions or participants of the market was selling their shares of SoFi. Okay, we can see that. Now let's take a look at the market on a 3-day time frame. Let's go out a little bit further. And again, if the market in SoFi was really a buy, if it was really showing us a lot of interest in higher price, we would not have closed at the bottom of that price bar. We wouldn't. People wouldn't have been buying up this stock to increase this price, but that didn't occur. What about, again, 5-day time frame? Right here. This is the last completed 5-day price bar. And again, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but always pay attention to the volume. What occurred? I mean, it's clear as day that somebody sold a whole lot of SoFi in this market. A whole lot. Now, the question is, can we expect another movement to the downside? Can we expect price to break $18? And so far, that looked like that's feasible, right? We got to be understanding that that is a probabilistic thing that can happen. Cool. What about on the week? How do we end out on the week in SoFi? Again, look at that. Look at this whole weekly price bar. The market in SoFi was able to come and start off the work week right there around 18, climax out around 21, and we still close at the very bottom of the bar on high volume, right? That's weakness. Let's take a look at the market on the 2 weeks time frame. That's even more weakness. Now you can see something here on the 2 weeks time frame. So let me show you. This is the trend. Okay. So now looking at this on a 2 weeks time frame, my focus on seeing how low SoFi can go is going to be right around this area right there. Okay. So I can see the price in SoFi coming all the way back down to around $17, because that will give us the next area of testing of the trap to see if he wants to keep price from dropping further. Okay. So now let me run this. Let me take this back on the daily, because I want you all to keep this trend in play. All right. So let me take this away. I don't think the market's going to hold $18. So let me get rid of that line, because we're not about that confusion. So check this out. We're going to play the weakness into the market in SoFi, because that is what the chart is reflecting. Like, if the chart is telling us that it's weak, we got to go with the weakness. If the chart is telling us that it's strong, we're going to go with the strength. And so far, it's giving us the weakness. Okay. Now, I'm not expecting it to go completely down to $10, nothing like that. But yeah, the market is weak. Can we see it go down another 6%? We sure can. And that is where we're going to TP out the market. Okay. So we're not expecting a monumental movement to the downside, but we got some things to play out. We still got some weakness to go through in SoFi, and we're going to play that in this prediction. Okay. So now I'm going to hold that restriction area around $20. Okay. And we're watching the market right here. Again, this is the forecast area that we're paying attention to. We're going to expect the market to try to come through and give us some support right in that area, that bullseye that I've just circled. All right. So that's it. So it's just that simple. We're in position. This is our expectations as to where the market price is going to go. And now we just sit back and let the trap work. Now it's your turn. Tell me where do y'all think the price in SoFi is going to go. Let's do the next 2 weeks. Right? 2 weeks. Where will price be? Because if you think it's going to go there, you need to already be there right before the market gets there so you can profit. You cannot be late to the party, because if you are, you're going to miss out on the festivities. So join us. Make sure you maintain a profitability. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.